Welcome back, friends. Whether you're making your own or buying something pre-made, there are plenty of options for eggnog. And today, we are exploring some of them in our latest edition of the Happiest Hour, sponsored by Acquistapace's Markets. Joining me now is Adam Acquistapace. Adam, 5 days away until Christmas Day. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Me too. Now look,
I'm ready.
I love eggnog. The entire Mingle family, we have a recipe. It is the best eggnog in the building. I will make you some, I promise. But first, let's talk about eggnog. What do we know about eggnog? How is it made? Where does it come from?
So eggnog has been around since like the 13th century in Europe. So a long time. Eggnog is, I'll tell you that eggnog is one of my favorite things.
Mine too. I love it. It's so rich.
I love it. We always, when it comes out, we always keep in the refrigerator, but not just one. We get like multiple types of eggnog. And my kids love it, and every new one that we get, everybody wants to try.
It's so
and there's some
good.
pretty exotic ones out there, and sometimes we'll see this product called like custard nog.
Yes.
Which is delicious too.
Yes.
And it tastes like, it's like melted ice cream.
Honestly, right? If you get the right one, and honestly, my family recipes one pretty much tastes like a melted ice cream.
Yes.
You can have it hot, you can have it cold, and like you just alluded to, as you all can see from this table, there are plenty of different options. What have you bought us today?
It's like the combination of milk, egg, and sugar. It's delicious.
Best.
All right, so we have a few things. So we're going to call store-bought, so pre-made eggnogs. And
Sacre bleu.
I know. These are things that you're going to find in the store, and there's a lot of different variations and variety. I mean, you know, I felt like it used to be there was only like, you know, it was just like Penn Dutch, and then all of a sudden you have like a whole plethora of eggnogs out there, and they're all spiked with a little bit different type of booze.
Hey.
And so you can take you know, eggnog from the like non-alcoholic. We have to call it non-alcoholic. I have to think about that. We call
Isn't it crazy?
As opposed to being eggnog, we have to call it the non-alcoholic version.
Honestly, because when you're shopping, especially like in the Acquistapaces, you know, you really have to read the label. You think you're picking up eggnog, but it could be the alcoholic eggnog.
That's true, but we've separated them all out.
Okay, great. So what have we bought?
All right. So anyway, we're gonna taste a little bit of store-bought eggnog, and there's a lot of different types, but one of the ones I really like is the Evan Williams.
Yes.
And so I recommend drinking these things chilled. Something you can put it over ice if you want to. And if you want to make a really kind of an interesting drink that we kind of didn't talk about, you can take eggnog and pour it into a well, you take like a cup of ice and you put it into a blender and you pour eggnog. You can do this with things like Bailey's too. As soon as the eggnog rises, the ice rises with the eggnog. As soon as that happens, you stop pouring, and you blend it until you can't blend it anymore.
So it's like a daiquiri now?
Man, it is like drinking ice cream. It's like a shake. It's like an eggnog shake. But
Look,
anyway,
I'm thirsty. Pour up something. You know I want to try it.
Yeah. So all right. So we'll start with the first one. So this is going to be the Evan Williams. So a lot of these things they may have some real cream in there too. So you'll want to shake them up because sometimes they may separate out.
And this is spiked or not spiked?
This is leaded. Yes.
I like leaded. Okay, what's the spirit in here?
So Evan Williams.
Hello. Obviously the brand.
Evan Williams.
Jesus.
Yeah. And so this is a whiskey version of eggnog.
I'm telling you, I am so sorry if you are lactose intolerant and you are watching this right now.
That's right.
Eggnog is amazing, and this Evan Williams, which is a classic, always good. We got a little accoutrement here.
Yeah, so these are the spices that you can put in there. So this is a little bit of nutmeg. So they may already carry and have some of this stuff in there, but we'll put a little nutmeg.
I will say this is one of the secrets in my family's recipe.
Yeah, but we're not gonna tell anybody, right? We're gonna keep it quiet.
Right.
Show me.
There's a lot more other stuff in there that I can't share with the viewing public.
And a little bit of, whoa.
Let's put a little extra in there. That's okay. That's all right.
A little cinnamon, a little bit of cinnamon.
You know, look, I'm gonna stir it with the
That's
candy
right.
cane.
You get your candy cane stir.
And what's so impressive to me, since we're still on the alcoholic ones, you all, if you're trying to really change it up this year, this Yule-Nog has Fireball in it?
It does.
Oh my goodness, I've never had that before. And then this one right here, what's in this one?
That's Benchmark, that's whiskey.
Come on with the whiskey.
And then Penn Dutch, so Penn Dutch, they've got a whole bunch of things there. I like rum a lot, and I like brandy.
Okay.
And the reason is because the rum is going to add like this sense of sweetness to it, and so will the brandy. So it could be brandy or cognac, because all cognac is brandy, but you want something, and you don't need something that's too precious, even something, but you want something that's it's going to have a little bit of fruitiness to it, but just enough in there because it's going to be a little bit lighter on the palate. You'll taste more of that eggnog.
Come on. So what you're doing
Because we're going to make one.
Is you're going to make one. I see you're using Don Q, which is a rum made in Puerto Rico.
Yeah,
I had a lot of that when I was in Puerto Rico.
You know Don Q.
Yeah.
That's right. It's made at the Seralis Distillery.
You better let him know.
I
I'm
know.
telling you, he knows his stuff. So this is a non-alcoholic right here.
Yes, correct.
Borden.
This is Borden, and there's a lot of brands out there.
Oh, my executive producer just told me this one is really good. I've never had this one, so let's try it before we get leaded.
It's good. And
it does taste almost homemade.
And this one's not too heavy. And one of the things I have a confession. So sometimes I'll go to the refrigerator, and I will pour myself a huge glass of eggnog, and then I'll come back and pour another one.
Me too.
And my kids are like, "Where'd all the eggnog go?"
Mind your business. We'll get another bottle, okay? And like he mentioned, if you want to add a little bit more, add a little Don Q rum, which he's going to do for us during the commercial break, and I'm going to drink that a little bit later. Look, Adam, thank you so much for being here.
Fantastic.
Shout out to all the eggnog lovers, okay? And look, if you want to pick up any of these, including these really cute gnome wine toppers, head over to Acquistapace. They have 3 locations, one in Covington, one in Mandeville, and one in Slidell. For more information on everything they offer, Acquistapace.com. And remember, always drink responsibly and drink the eggnog, okay? Stick with us, everybody. We'll be right back.